What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video party. I'm so excited to upload this one for you guys because for this video we'll be taking a look at a movie that I think everyone should at least watch once in their life given the times we're currently in. And this film just makes you feel overall happy, and that would be Green Book. So this movie was released back in late 2018 and is actually based on a true story between the friendship of Dr. Donald Shirley, a world-class pianist, and his driver/bodyguard Tony Lip. And right off the bat you already have two top-tier actors playing these two guys. You have Mahershala Ali, I hope I pronounced that right, playing Dr. Shirley, who's also in Moonlight and is also going to be Blade in the MCU films. As for Tony Lip, you have Viggo Mortensen, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, the rightful king of Gondor, playing a New York family man who can knock a dude out with one punch. Anyway, the movie takes place in the early 60s and Dr. Shirley wants Tony to be his valet for when he takes his tour down the deep south of America. Okay, having an African American take a tour in that part of the country during this time, yeah, there's gonna be some problems. Which is why Dr. Shirley makes it clear that he wants Tony to come with him on this little adventure because Tony has been known on how to handle stressful situations. So Tony agrees and the two make their way from New York all the way down to Alabama. And in that time frame, we watch these two go from city to city as Dr. Shirley and his band perform at several venues for some very rich people. However, in that time span, there is one important aspect that these two deal with as they travel from city to city. And it's a word that I really hate saying because it's so cruel and so downgrading that this crap shouldn't be allowed. And it's simply just this one word, racism. Now, normally I like to keep heated topics away from when I talk about movies, but because this is an important part of the story, it shows you the struggles that these two guys went through during their time in the South. And just so we're clear, there are a lot of racial slurs being thrown around for when Tony has to get Dr. Shirley out of some tight spots. So just fair warning. Now, some of you may be asking, if Dr. Shirley doesn't like the way he's being treated by the people who are paying him to play, why even have a tour in the Deep South when he can have a tour up north and actually have people who aren't racist pay him even more? Well, as the film puts it, he doesn't play for the money. He plays in the hopes that his music will touch the people in the South and at least change their hearts from hate to kindness. Wow, that's really deep. Now, while this film deals with a lot of racism, there are still some lighthearted moments. Throughout the whole movie, you get to see these guys drive across the country as they begin to bond and get to know each other better. One moment in particular is a scene that involves these two driving at a KFC where we get to watch Viggo Mortensen just chow down on some fried chicken, and watching that scene, it just makes my mouth salivate at the thought of having a bucket of fried chicken to myself. Oh, that sounds good right now. I should also mention that this film always makes me feel hungry every time I watch it because the amount of food that Tony eats, it's enough to open a small deli shop in New York. But anyway, while this movie deals with a lot of racism, at the core basis of it, this whole film is about friendship. Honestly, if people were a lot more kinder to each other, this world would be a much better place. I know that's asking for a lot, but if people were just a little bit more respectful, a little more thoughtful, and are willing to offer a helping hand to one another, there wouldn't be as much hate and division as we see today. Anyway, as you enter the third act of the film, you see how these two friends look out for each other, and by the time the movie ends, you suddenly feel happy. Most biopics try to end up on a good note, but there's usually something sad or tragic that happens near the end of the movie. But when you watch Green Book, you really do get a happy ending. So overall, I really love this movie, and I can see why it won some Oscars back in 2019, including Best Picture, which it rightfully deserves. And this movie was competing against Bohemian Rhapsody, which is my favorite film that is based on a true story. But anyway, if you're interested in watching an Oscar-winning movie that is based on a true story about friendship, you should definitely watch Green Book. Well, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. That was my overall review for Green Book. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button so you can get the latest updates from this channel. I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Bye-bye.